Ladies and gentlemen, no retro space pirates out there, hello, and welcome back to Space Engineers. And we are in a creative world here today because I'm having a look at a little mod that stumbled across my vision here recently, and I'm glad I finally saw. It's a neat little mod. It's a neat little mod. As you can see where I'm at, I'm in a passageway. Block that don't get used all that often. I mean, some creative folks can turn into showers and beds and whatnot. Sometimes even elevator shafts of sorts that you use your jetpack in. But rarely is it used for, well, a passageway, because this is the only block we get, and it don't really meld with other things all that well. Well, there's a mod that's been out since June, I think in June. I'll have to go back and look at the date again. I'll put it on the screen here, as well as the content creator, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Down below will also be the link to the Steam page. So let's take a step out here and have a look-see at what we got. Alrighty. And here we go. We get quite a few blocks. I think what we're going to look at first is the G menu itself, which is right here. And you get, as you can see, a lot of blocks. Each one of them does get its own little stacked menu there, which is quite handy. The first set is just the standard passageway, no lights, no special gadgets or gadgets involved. You get a four-way passage, a T passage, a corner, and a T intersection. And I have these right here so we can look at them. Also, these right here, and then I think that's what the T passage is or something. I'll have to look up the name to it real quick. But of course, here's the standard passage where we were just in. And this one, I wonder if this one's intended to be used in a way that I am missing, because I'm not sure, because you have a little outline right here. You know what? Let's take a look here real quick. Let's take a look real quick here. Yeah, the vertical T passage. So I think this is actually intended, now that I've looked at it a little closer and it's not past midnight and I'm getting tired and need to be going to bed, I think it's intended to do that. Maybe. I think this is what it's intended for. And I think this may be exactly what I was personally going to ask for as well. A little alcove. And this would actually work. I might put something together here to see if that does exactly what I want. But that is the vertical T. And let's get rid of that. Now just send it away. Next to it here is the corner, which leads into the T intersection. And the four-way. And of course, as you saw, that's not all we get. We also get a lighted version. And the presets to the lights are wonderful. They're not too bright. They don't seem to bleed through like the base settings of the normal lights in Space Engineers does. Space Engineers. And they look good. The light emitting from these are, to me, perfect. And we basically get the same set, just lighted. Or lit. Lit and lighted. They're lit. Alright, so we have... These are basic. Those are lighted. And as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't even mess with those over there. I like these lighted ones so much better unless you have some sort of intention of it just being dark. Or can't deal with the lights on your machine. But these right here, by themselves, are worth the download. Next to that, we have... And let me make sure I know what it's called exactly. It is called the Passage with Air Vent. And it's exactly what it says. It's got an air vent. You can make these things airtight, as well as having a little control panel here so you can set up airlocks, which is wonderful. Piped on the side only, which makes sense the way the block is designed, but I think I would like one on top as well. That would just make sense to me. Next up, we have the passage with a door. And as you just heard, I just released a bunch of air, because that was airtight. And that's something I put together for us to look at here shortly. But yes, a door which is set into the frame, and it looks pretty darn good. Works quite well. Next to that, we have both the lit and unlit stairwell. Self-explanatory there. And here is one of the cooler ones, is you have them with LCDs now. So you can actually have directional settings. Have one pointed that way to a med bay, that way to an exit, whichever you want. And there's multiple types. You have one with the corner one here, the inverted corner there, and I think that's a T intersection. Yeah, a T intersection with one here. And I think that's all the ones we get with LCD. Let's see, is that 5? Yeah, we got the LCD passage, the T intersection, and the corner inverted. Yep. Which, that's pretty cool. Up next here we have, what was this? The button panel. Again, so it's easy to set up airlocks and whatever else you might want, or just lighted sections. You know, it's a button panel. It's a button panel inside of a passage. It's genius, is what it is. And one of the last ones here we got is just a conveyor block with ports all the way around, so you don't have to disrupt your conveyor lines. You can place these down in the bowels of your ship and never disrupt the flow of your conveyors, which is pretty cool. Me personally, I kind of wish that this in here, again, had a conveyor port on top. That would be handy. Now, I went ahead and set up just a little quick hinky-doo here. A little quick run-around maze. I did it over here too. It didn't come out quite like I wanted it. But I went ahead and pressurized this, and so we could have a walk around inside and see what they look like all put together. Open up and depressurize everything. My light is off, right? Yep, my light is off. And as we walk up, we have pressurized air vents. LCDs giving us directions. Really cool. Steps up. Round the corner. And steps down. And airlock exit. Which is currently depressurizing because I left this running at a night. So we would be depressurizing now. If we were coming in, there's my button panel there. We would hit it, pressurize it, walk in. So you could do everything you need for this, but there's a problem. There is a problem, and that comes with just this being the passageways. One man only. Can't get 2 people in there. And that's where we come into what my points of interest would be to improve upon this. One, which I think has already been done, because I was not realizing what this inverted T was meant for. Which, give me a second, I'm going to try this out real quick, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, let's see how that looks. That might have solved one of my first things that I was saying about it, and yeah, it kind of does look like just a little alcove you can walk into and let somebody pass. I don't know if that's what it's intended for, but that's what I'm going to use it for. And it does kind of give you an end cap, too, if you want a dead end. So that's that. Another thing would be maybe a double version, a double block version, so that 2 people could walk down it. That would be nice. Especially in larger ships where you're going to have more than one person in it. I mean, as it stands, you would probably have to do like an in and an out, a dual walkway. Which you could do. And pretty much serve the same purpose. But it would be nice if maybe a block that had just that and just that in there. Or a way to invert these and allow you to make a double width hallway. That would be cool. Okay, don't know where I'm going to cut that out, but I was being stupid. I was being really stupid moving around way too damn much for a professional video here. But anyway, I'm really glad someone has done something with these passageways. It makes me really, really happy. I'm glad they're out. I'm using them in my ship currently, the one I'm building for our big, large ship build-off, and they work really well. I'm very happy that they're around. And name again on the screen, you sir or madam are a wonderful person for doing this. And that's going to be it for this quick mod spotlight. It's probably the second one I've ever done. And I probably won't do too many other ones because I don't really stop and spend a whole lot of time looking at mods. But I'm glad this one came about. And anyway, I guess that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video as quick as it was. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night, everyone.